Good morning everyone, welcome to Cardiff on this dull September morning. Join me on my morning walk. I hope everyone's doing well. Very quiet around this morning. Not many people out. It's early Sunday morning. It's about 9:30 UK time in the morning. Out for a morning stroll to clear my head. Couldn't really sleep. Missing my son who's just joined the army. Not seeing him is a new experience for me, so yeah, haven't been really sleeping, missing my son, and yeah, just out, get some fresh air, and try and clear my head. Currently got 9 viewers watching. Hope you're doing well. Get in the chat, say hello. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe on our mental well-being walk, which I do every morning. Good morning, Abasan. I'm doing well. How are you, my friend? Appreciate the comment. Sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm in Cardiff at the moment, mate. Yeah, just having a walk in Cardiff. Hope you're having a good morning. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate the support. What did everyone think about the London events yesterday? Some amazing scenes, crazy scenes. What's everyone's thoughts on that? I really appreciate your kind words, my friend. Thank you very much. Abasin, really appreciate the support. Good morning, Red Dragons. How are you? I understand what you're saying, Abyssin. I'm doing okay, Red Dragons, thank you very much. Just out for a morning walk and getting ready for the Manchester United game later on. I can see you support Liverpool. Obviously you're in a better state than we are, but hopefully we can beat City today. Good morning, Lordy Anthony. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm good. Yes, Lordy Anthony, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing okay. Frankie says, do you like Forest? As in Nottingham Forest. Abyssin says, I'm a Spurs fan. Shinori says, Monday, Newcastle. Come on, United. Yeah, I hope Manchester United can beat Man City later on this afternoon. Good morning, Audio 1. United. Yes, it will be a tough match. We're away at the Etihad, but we went there and won last season, so hopefully we can do the same again. Frankie says, do I like Nottingham Forest? Yeah, I respect all football teams. I respect all clubs and all their fan bases. But my club is Manchester United. SW Hinnery says hi. Hi, my friend. Red Dragon says, are you in Manchester? No, I live in Cardiff, but I am a season ticket holder at Old Trafford, and I will be up there for the Chelsea game next week. Obviously, this weekend we're away. We're at the Etihad, but I will be going to Old Trafford next week for the Man United Chelsea game. I've lived in Cardiff all my life. It's a beautiful place. There's so many beautiful places in Wales to visit. But I'm a Cardiff boy, born and bred. SW Hinnery says, what do you think of Manchester United just now? Well, we've got 4 points from our first few games. I thought we should have beat Arsenal. I thought Arsenal were lucky. I thought we should have beat Fulham. Bruno missed a penalty. So I think we've been unlucky with our start. We've played better. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we can continue. Continue the progress. Our Frank 34 says, new goalie, we are on the way up. Hopefully, but the manager's already said he's not playing today. So he's going to stick with Altai Bayindia in goals. Cool Dude, he says, I'm Derby. Historical club, Derby County. Where's Anana at? He's finally gone. Free from Anana. We are free from Anana. Mabalanti says hi. Hi, my friend. Our Frank34 says we need a Roy Keane again. We absolutely do. Roy Keane was our greatest ever captain, along with Brian Robson, in my opinion. Anana's made a lot of mistakes. I can't remember specific ones, but he's made a lot of errors, which is why he's gone. I thought Onana was a rubbish goalkeeper. He couldn't get down to low shots. His shot stopping was poor. He kept parrying the ball back into play rather than pushing it away. We got rid of De Gea for Onana, which was a big mistake. It's actually quite mild today in Cardiff. It's a bit dull, so it might rain, but it's not cold. Schmeichel and Van der Sar are the best of all time. Yes, I agree. Nico says, is that Roath Park? Yes, it is. Well spotted. Frankie says, oh, sorry, I thought you... Yes, I am in the UK. I'm in Cardiff. But I don't feel cold today. It's mild. Brad Flowers says, I love beans, but only eat cheese. Congratulations. Well done. Nico says, I'm 3 miles away. Okay, amazing. What part of Cardiff you from? Who is my... SW Hinnery says, who is my favourite Man United player of all time? For me personally, in my own personal opinion, it's Eric Cantona. Nico says he's in Fairwater, happy days. I used to play football down there a lot when I was younger for my Splot team. We used to be called Bridgend Street. We used to play Fairwater Colts a lot of my junior years. Ely Rangers, we played them a few times as well. I remember, if I remember correctly, Ely Rangers used to wear black and white, or that might have been Fairwater Colts that wore black and white. But I played for Bridgend Street. Nico says, what's my prediction today? I've predicted on my Super 6 that Manchester United will win 2-1 with Sesko scoring the winner. Oh God, here comes the rain. It's just starting now. Just started to spit rain. Oh well, it's only water. We'll only get wet. Manchester United are playing at the Etihad, so we're away this weekend at Manchester City's ground. But I am back at Old Trafford next week for the Manchester United-Chelsea game. I am going up for that. Can't wait. I missed a few games last season because I had knee surgery in April and I couldn't get to all the games. But now that I'm back on my feet, I'll be using my season ticket as much as I can. That's a good shout, 2-2, but I just think we're going to nick it at the Etihad today. I've got a feeling we're going to win. Joe Walters says, go Man City. How about you wind your neck in? I'm a United fan. We're going to win. Darren McLean says, how long do you give Amrim? I think he needs a full season. This is his first full season where he's had a pre-season, so I would definitely give him till the end of the year, but we definitely need to improve on our league position. Yes, Man City did go 34 years without a cup. Look, Man City have been more successful in the last few years, but they will never, ever be as big as Manchester United. Ever. Frankie says, am I streaming the match? No, I won't be streaming the match. I might go live on TikTok because I've got a TikTok account where I talk about Manchester United, so it's dedicated to Manchester United. This is my personal YouTube account where I talk about my mental illness and mental health awareness and breaking stigma and challenging discrimination. So this is my mental health channel. My football channel is Welsh Red Devil on TikTok. Ethan says, what country are you in? I am in Wales, in the United Kingdom. King Cobra says hi. Hi, King Cobra. I bet he cheers on a bunch of wankers for a football club. Grow up, mate. Sunday morning, go and touch some grass. Have a word with yourself. Annette says, what are you streaming? In other words, what is the purpose of the stream? I'm streaming because I'm on a morning walk where I like to clear my head, talk about my thoughts, get anything off my chest. It's a mental well-being walk, so I thought, why not stream it? And the fact that it's my YouTube channel, I can do what I want, is another good reason. My goal was to raise your blood pressure. Good for you. This is just a walk in Roath Park. And I like to connect with people, I like to talk to people, I like to interact with people on my morning walks. Hello, Chandrias. Nico says no ice cream today. No, mate. I don't think they're open yet. It's Sunday morning. Look, still closed. And I don't think their ice cream van is on the other side either. SW Hinnery says, glory, glory, Man United. Yes, you can get a shout out. SW Hinnery says, glory, glory, Man United. Chandrias says, nice view. Yeah, it's a beautiful view at the moment. Nico says Tottenham looked good yesterday. Yep, they play very well. Stupid says give a little whistle. I'm not a dog. I'm not a performing clown. Grow up. Chandria says, I'm in Cardiff at the moment, South Wales, in the United Kingdom. Stupid, you just got yourself blocked because you're starting to annoy me. Get your questions in, guys. If anyone has any questions about anything. No, not down the slide today, mate. I'm a bit old for that. You're right, Chandriaz. It is amazing. I love my country. I love Wales. I love Cardiff. It's a beautiful place. Everyone should visit. We don't always have nice weather, but it's a beautiful place. Anyway, my favourite type of weather is snow. I love snow. I'm obsessed with snow. We never get it in Wales. So one day, if I ever get enough money, I want to go to a country that snows. How's everyone's mental well-being lately? Mine's been up and down. If you've watched my channel, if you've watched my videos, you'll know I talk a lot about men's mental health. So if anyone needs to talk about anything, get in the comments. Happy to listen, happy to have a conversation. Nico Kachi says, anxiety. Yeah, I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder in 2021. And I've been suffering with it ever since. Yeah. Anxiety is very challenging, but also is something that you can manage through therapy, through getting the help that you need, through conversation, through exercise. I was diagnosed with PTSD, clinical depression, a hypertension disorder, an anxiety disorder, and ADHD. I've been diagnosed with all of those things. So, you know, my journey through mental illness has been challenging, but it's made me who I am today. Calcio Cat says hi. Good morning. Nico Catchy says, got rid of it in 2023. I found a guy online called Dennis Simzek, the anxiety guy. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, but I can manage it. Ethan said, I'm not getting into politics. I'm here to talk about mental health and to talk about everyday life. A lot of people out running, getting fit. I'm just walking. Ethan, I think you just need to wind your neck in, grow up, go and touch some grass, have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself what the real problem is. Stop trying to project all your hates onto other people. And that feeling that you're feeling at the top of your spine, that's your neck being wound in, pal. Nico says, think of it as a challenge. Absolutely, I do. I do think of it as a challenge, which is why during my mental health, my journey through mental illness, I actually became a life coach. I studied hard, whilst going through therapy, whilst going through counselling, whilst taking the medication, whilst working on myself. I found a passion in wanting to help people. So I studied hard and I got my diplomas in life coaching. So I'm also a life coach as well as a content creator. So, and I do have a YouTube channel for my life coaching, which is Vegas Vision. And it's Empower Your Life. So, yeah, I definitely look at my mental illness as a challenge. Mush said hi. Hi, Mush. Just doing the loop now round the park. Mush says, well done, lad. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. SW Henry says, how's it going, mate? Yeah, all good, mate. Enjoying my walk, getting some fresh air, cleaning my head. Yeah, and just getting out there in nature. Mush says, hiya man, you sound like you've survived a mental breakdown and not only standing but helping people go through the same. Mush, I had a full mental breakdown in February of 2022, where I had issues with suicidal thoughts, and that's where I developed the PTSD and all of those things. So, but what it did do for me is give me the courage to talk about mental health, to try and make other people talk about mental health, because I think that's important. And if I can survive it and talk about it and try and help people, then so can you, and so can everyone else. Salmon tender. Oh, grow up, my friend. How old are you? jog on, you muppet.
Okay. Okay, lift your feet up now.
Hayley Park is nice for a walk too, but no lake, but a beautiful place. I'll have to try Hayley Park. I haven't been there for a while, but I will. Salmon tender, this answer's for you. See that? Spin on that, you prick. You just got yourself blocked, my friend. What's this? Yeah, it's part of my journey. It's part of my story, and it's made me who I am today. I've made mistakes in the past. I've made many mistakes. I swim in regrets every day of my life, but it doesn't define my future anymore. It doesn't dictate what I do, and I use my lived experience to try and help other people. Absolutely. What made you like Man United? My father, really. I've supported Manchester United for over 30 years. Grew up watching Man United. So my dad was a huge United fan. Yeah, I was just brought into it by my father. Thank you, mate. I hope we beat City too. Do I support England? No. I support Wales. iTech Trey says hi. Hello. Good morning. It's 4:04 a.m. Well, it's morning here, but it's not that early. It's probably about I don't know, 10:30 maybe. Nihat says, where is this place? Cardiff, South Wales. Hello, Nihat. Hello. Good morning. You have friends from Wales. I'm from the US. Says iTech. Welcome. Welcome to my live. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. This is my mental health channel where I talk about mental health, raise awareness, challenge stigma, and try and get other people to talk about their mental health as well. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like and share. Trying to grow a community on YouTube where people can come and feel safe and talk about mental illness. iTech, I've subbed for you. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Means a lot to me, thank you. iTech says, I believe it's important no matter your age. Absolutely. It's important for everyone. Morgana Hex. Are you? I'm not reading that. And no, I'm not. Take your ideology and shove it up your ass. I don't take politics. I don't talk about politics, ideologies, all that. It's nothing to do with my channel. My channel's about mental health. If you want to talk about that, go somewhere else. Rioi says, you should reach out and get help. If that's what you're contemplating, you should reach out and ask for help. You should reach out and speak to a mental health professional, family, friend, whoever, Samaritans, whatever local charity that deals with mental health from wherever you are. Reach out and ask for support. Don't suffer in silence. Thank you, iTech. Enjoy your studying. Be Happy says hi. Good morning, Be Happy. No one says we don't have support in my area. Well, there's plenty of support online. There's life coaches, there's therapists, there's counselling that can offer therapy sessions, counselling sessions, coaching sessions via online platforms. So maybe try that route. Lynn Anthony says I'm from Canada. I love Canada. I always wanted to go, especially in the winter, because I love snow. But I haven't got enough money to be able to travel to Canada. But I do hope to be able to travel to Canada one day in my life. I'm coping with PTSD and depression on my own. Well, you're strong, first of all, no one. You're strong for still being here. You're strong for doing it by yourself. You're strong for talking about it. So please give yourself some credit. You are strong enough to live this life. You can do it. Pump, dump and laugh says do a flip. Fuck off, you knob. Rion says thank you for your channel. You saved my life. No worries, my friend. I've been there. I know how that feels. And all I can say is once you're at rock bottom, the only way is up. The only way is up. And you can survive this darkness. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You got this. There's a flip for you. Lynn Anthony says, this is about mental health. Yes, my channel is dedicated to raising awareness surrounding mental health. This is just me on a Sunday morning, out for a walk, engaging, talking to people, and trying to raise awareness. So that's all it is. Morgana Hex says, I am going to therapy. That's great news. Crying alone, very thankful for your kind words, and I mean every single one of them. You are not alone. My channel is here for you. I am here for you. If you send me an email, I will respond. If you ever need someone to listen, I can do that. I'm also a life coach, as well as someone who suffers with mental illness. So yeah, absolutely, you're very welcome, and the world is a better place with you in it. Lynn Anthony says, I support you and everyone facing those challenges. I struggle with depression and PTSD. Lynn, I've been diagnosed with PTSD and clinical depression, so we're in the same boat. We're all here to help each other. We're all here to support each other. It's not raining. It's been raining on and off this morning. It's not raining at the moment. Morgana Hex says, I have PTSD. So do I. No, I know how you're feeling. I'm right there with you. But together we can overcome that. Together we can move forward. Together we can let go. Thank you, Lynn, for subscribing. That means everything to me. Thank you very much. Well, that's the end of my walk this morning. I hope you're all doing well. Remember, look after yourself, look after your family and friends, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.